came here. It's just that the decision is no longer ours to make. What in heaven's name is going on out there? Billy Martin, untie Melvin Hirsch. Right this minute. You heard me. Right away. Poor Melvin. He's been the captured hostage so long, I'm afraid he's coming down with permanent throat burn. Now, where were we?
Trevor Norris, Dr. McFadden. He's just beginning to come out of his shell. Another emotional upset, and who can say what will happen to him?
I know, Catherine, but when the boy first came here to Piedmont Academy, it was with the understanding that his stay with us was to be only temporary. You read his files. The boy's uncle promised to return someday to make a permanent home for the lad.
Yes, but Trevor's been boarding here for almost 8 months now. Couldn't his uncle let him finish the term? At least give the boy a chance to adjust to a man he's never seen before.
Now, Catherine, that's not entirely true. Trevor's uncle went into the government service when the boy was 4 or 5.
Good heavens, Dr. McFadden, Trevor doesn't even remember his uncle. It's been nearly 7 or 8 years since he last saw the man.
It's not as if we were handing the lad over to some shiftless no-account. Trevor's uncle is the only family he has. The man's been all over Europe on some form of government work. Catherine, you've become rather attached to this little boy, haven't you?
Yes, Dr. McFadden. I suppose I have. Maybe it's sympathy for a boy that loses his parents so tragically and then really have no one to turn to. And Trevor's just beginning to come out of that private world of his.
But he still has an active imagination. Trevor insists on inventing friends, family, among other things.
Yes,
Don't you see, Captain? Placing the boy with his real uncle, his own family, may be the very best thing for the boy.
I'd really like to believe that, Dr. McFadden.
Catherine, when you've been in education as long as I have, you begin to see things in a different light. Trevor Norris is a sad little boy. He lost his parents several months ago. While he's been with us, he's been rather a loner and given to highly imaginative stories. Finding a home with his uncle may very well provide the stability he needs.
Couldn't we at least persuade his uncle to let him finish the term? Don't you think that makes sense?
All right, Captain. We'll consider the possibility. Meanwhile, you and Miss Lindquist have a field trip ready for departure, don't you?
Good heavens, I almost forgot. Thank you, Dr. McFadden. I appreciate your time.
Have a nice tour of Valley Forge. And don't worry about the Norris boy. I'm sure things will work out for the best.
Yes? You have the merchandise? Good. 45 minutes. Valley Forge. At the bait house.
students, I want you to come out here and form two lines. I want you to stand quietly until everyone has gotten off the bus. You know, Clara, I'd almost forgotten how beautiful it is. Yes, 2,255 acres of state park, rolling hills and landmarks. Step lively, children. I hope this group appreciates how close to history they are. It's so peaceful here. Who would ever think that this is... Trevor Norris, how in heaven's name can you be seated in the front of the bus and be the very last person to disembark?
I was just waiting this way for everybody to get...
Oh, bother. Just get in line with the rest of the students. Quickly now. Yes, he was only waiting for the rest of the children to get off, Clara. The boy's a dreamer, Captain. You have to prod him along every minute. Now, we're off schedule already. Now, children, I want you to keep together. We're going to have to walk briskly to make up for lost time. Francis, look at me. David, put that sandwich away. We are not ready to eat lunch yet. Now, Valley Forge State Park honors those men who gave their all during the war for independence. The winners from 1777 and 1778. Join the turning point of our next visit. Here the United Now, in an orderly fashion, you may proceed to visit the headquarters. Those with cameras may wish to take pictures. No one is to leave the area, however. Yes, William?
Miss Langquist, is there a boys' room around here?
Good heavens. Again, William? Oh, Miss Walt, would you take the rest of the children inside while William and I go back? Of course, Miss Lincoln. Come on, children, let's stay together.
In, Trevor? No, not just yet. You know, my family fought here during the Revolution. I didn't know that, Trevor. Not many people do. My great-great-grandfather was in those headquarters with Washington. He was a major or something. He had to make a lot of big decisions. Well, I'll even bet that... Well, it sounds good anyway. That was just make-believe, wasn't it, Trevor? That's all you know, right? I guess so. Isn't Bill Tower funny? He's always running to the lavatory. Mary, girls shouldn't talk about things like that. Like what? You know, Westerns. Boy, Trevor, you sure are old-fashioned. I was only talking about Bill Tower. Yeah, I know. But there are some things that...
Hey, Tree, how come you're not inside with the rest of the relic?
I'll get lost, please.
What's that, Trevor?
Why don't you guys just go away? Nobody was bothering you.
Oh, look at that, Brian. Martha's got a bodyguard.
I don't need anybody to protect me from you, Lord.
Hey, Trevor, suppose you just lay off Taylor.
Says who?
Says me, Ron. Look, you bugged me plenty since you come to Piedmont Academy. It's lucky for you you're leaving.
I don't care how big you think you are, Wayne. I'm not going to make your boots like the others.
Gentlemen and young ladies, why aren't you inside with the others?
Miss Langquist, we're just going to go.
Brian, Wayne, don't soft-soap me. You and Norris were at it again, weren't you? Why can't you two get along?
It wasn't Brian's fault, Miss Lincoln.
Lloyd, you hardly count as an impartial witness.
It was Brian's fault, Miss Lincoln.
I don't care whose fault it was, Mary. Now I want the four of you to march right in there and join your classmates. Right now.
Ladies first.
Got quite a way about you, Brian Wayne.
supply the documents. I pay you well, and I dispose of the merchandise. I run the operation, all of it. So I'll give the orders.
But you're not the one taking your chances. I am. Each time I copy classified documents, the risks get bigger.
And so is your payoff. Give Mr. Rue his payment for services rendered, Charlie.
I got the envelope right here, Mr. Steiner.
You must admit, Rue, that's quite a haul for a few photographs.
There you go.
Hey, what's this kid doing here, Mr. Steiner?
Get the kid here.
You want that little kid? Here, get that kid before he gets away. No, what's the kid so here?
Whoa, whoa.
Sorry, mister.
It's all right. What's the matter, Charlie? Where were you? Hide your fire. No, Charlie. Some kid, he's so low. Yeah, you see him? Oh, look, kid, about so high. Red hair, freckles. Yeah, that's the one. Where is he? He went that way. Come on, put that gun away. Just stop close.
I don't know. But you gotta keep going. If we lose that kid, Starters are gonna be too happy. I was like on for a minute. I went to get a match. I thought they'd no difference now. The kid got down there, he saw everything. We got to get him. You and Steiner? Yeah, he saw everything. Steiner wants him bad. Let's go that way. Leads back to the boss. He's probably trying to get back too. Right.
Don't you know?
No. Do you work for those men who are chasing me?
I work for the cause of independence for the colonies, and hold fast there, lad. I just got here, so I could hardly have been chasing you. Now, suppose you just sit yourself back down there again, and we'll discuss this matter.
Do you work here? I mean, are you a guide or something?
Guide? Oh, no. I'm no guide. Most of the men who served here knew the territory quite well. Things were different then. We knew the meaning of waiting and planning and preparing. Things seemed to be nearing disaster at one point, lad. The wind was white, like the swirling snow. But you know that, I'm sure. Let's deal with the business at hand.
Who are you, mister?
Jason Holbrook. Or should I say, Private Jason Holbrook. Proudly serving the cause of independence, then. No. I guess that's a bit changed now. No matter. What's your name, lad?
Trevor. Trevor Norris.
Trevor Norris. A fine name. Well, Trevor, this is a bit strange for both of us, I'm sure. But we'll make the best of it, just like good soldiers.
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, if you don't look for those other men, then I want to leave. My teacher's waiting for me, and in a few minutes, this whole place will be covered with police.
All right, Trevor. My goodness, I just got here. You don't want to dismiss me already.
Listen, Mr. Holbrook, or whatever your name is, I don't know what you're talking about. I want to get back...
Just give me a minute, and I'll explain. At least as much as I can. This is somewhat strange for me as well. Have you heard the expression about old soldiers? It goes, old soldiers never die. They just fade away.
Yeah? So what?
Well, Trevor, there's a certain amount of truth in that expression, more than most people realize. From time to time, right here on this terrain, some of those soldiers who have faded away are recalled to duty. Not as a regular routine, mind you, only on special occasions. Yours was a special situation, I would imagine. That's why, when you called, your request was answered.
I didn't call anybody. I certainly didn't call you.
Oh, but you did. Just as surely as if you'd cried aloud for help. You found my weapon, and so I've been deployed on this mission. That's what I meant when I said special occasions. I'm not sure of the selection process that's used. That's not for me to say. But certain civilians who need our services are directed to our weapons. When you touch the rifles, that completes the orders. And, well, here I am.
Are you trying to tell me that you're a ghost?
No, hardly that. I certainly don't like to think of myself as a ghost. That's not quite accurate.
Well, are you an angel?
Hardly. I'm sure I don't qualify for wings and a halo. Nor trident and tail either. It's difficult to explain to you, I know. Especially when you're so young. Think of me as a companion. That's it. I'm your companion. I've been assigned to you for the duration. Special emissary, you might say, on a short tour of duty.
Well, this is strange. You're a revolutionary soldier. He's here to stay with me.
Only for a little while.
Okay. Only for a little while. And you're here to be my,
Companion.
Mr. Holbrook, you're worse off than I am. That's crazy. Things like that just don't happen.
Not all the time they don't. But I assure you, Trevor Norris, I am what I claim to be. Your case has been evaluated, and you were assigned to me.
Well, what can you do?
What do you mean?
I mean, can you make things float through the air? Can you make a chest of gold appear, stuff like that?
I'm no magician, Trevor, and hardly a genie. My purpose is not to perform strange tricks, although I do possess certain powers.
Like what?
I can see you're going to need some convincing before we go any further. Very well, but be sure this doesn't become a habit. On your feet, lad. Now, In order to carry out my mission, there are certain skills which I've been issued. Take my hand. It's all right, this won't hurt. Take my hand. That's it. Now, a few seconds ago you mentioned your teachers. Well, we're not quite ready to join them, but suppose we move a little closer.
What do you mean?
You'll see. Now, hold tight. Here we go. There we are.
What happened?
It makes your head spin the first few times, but you'll get used to it. My. Place hasn't changed too much. Give or take a few buildings and these new black roads.
We moved. We really moved. Say, this is great. What else can you do?
Easy, lad. We have to use our time wisely. Let's not waste it on parlor games.
Okay. Man, you really are a soldier. What else can you do, Mr. Holbrook?
At ease, lad. And stop calling me Mr. Holbrook. Jason is my given name. Why, it may be unseemly for a boy to address a man in such a manner, I prefer it that way. I'm not much given to formalities.
Okay, Jason. Whatever you say. But would you do some more stuff? How about making a chest of gold appear?
No, Trevor. I told you, I'm no genie. What other skills I possess, you'll learn about in time. When the need arises, you'll be made aware of them.
Okay, Jason. Boy, this is so neat. Wait until the kids at school see you. Boy, will they...
No, Trevor.
What? All I said was...
I heard what you said, but your friends won't see me.
But you said you were going to stay with me. Aren't you going back to Piedmont Academy with me?
Absolutely. But your friends won't see me. Only you, Trevor. Only you can actually see me and hear me. No one else.
You mean no one else will know you're around?
That's right. And sometimes, even you won't be able to see me.
How am I going to talk to you if I can't see you?
Whenever the occasion should arise, just close your eyes tightly and say, Jason, I need you. And I'll be there. Loudly or softly, either way, I'll be able to hear you. And then, you'll see me.
But how come only me? How come I'm the only one who can see you?
Because I'm your companion. Your special friend. I've heard that a companion can appear to someone else, other than his assignment, that is. But that's very, very rare. Only on special occasions. For all intents and purposes, Trevor, you'll be the only one who'll know I'm around. Now, suppose we get started back to your schoolmates.
Okay, but let me ask you one more thing. Why me? How come I'm the only one who asks you for a companion? Do the other kids at school, do they have companions too?
No, they don't, Trevor.
Then how come I do?
I believe your friends are there. Let me see if I can answer your question. I'm not sure of the selection process. As I said, I suppose that the commanding generals just decided you needed a little special company.
How long will you be here, Jason?
As long as you need me, Trevor. As long as you need me, and no longer.
What about those men, Jason? Those men who were chasing me. Can you help me stay away from them?
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. You and I will work it out. You'll see. This is my first assignment, you understand. But I think you'll find that I'm pretty capable.
I'll bet you are, Jason.
For the time being, Trevor, you run on ahead. You join up with your classmates. I imagine they're quite concerned about you by now.
Aren't you coming, Jason?
Oh, yes, of course. But to tell you the truth, Trevor, I've only had the briefest chance to look at things again. And they've really changed. I'll be around. Remember, I've got my own way of traveling. Besides, I'm not too sure of those horseless conveyances.
Horseless conveyances? Oh, yeah, you mean the bus. They didn't have them around in your time, did they?
Most certainly not. I've got a little scouting around to do, to bring myself up to date on what's happening. I need some time to prepare myself for this assignment. You run ahead and join up with your classmates.
Well, all right. I'd rather stay here with you, though.
I know. But a good soldier must live up to his responsibilities. I miss my guess, you've got a few worried teachers out looking for you by now.
Okay. You think everything will be safe? I guess Miss Wilton and Miss Linkless are wondering where I went. Say, Jason, do you know? Hey, where'd you go? I need you.
Already?
It worked. You did come.
Still testing. Trevor, my boy, you're going to have a little more confidence in what I tell you. Are you satisfied now that I can hear you?
Boy, I'll say, that was cool.
I assume you mean yes. Fine. Now, suppose you continue in the right direction.
Okay. Whatever you say. I'll see you later.
We looked all over for him, Mr. Steiner. He must have given us the slip.
Too much is at stake, boss. That kid could put us all away. He knew us too much.
Doesn't really matter, though. After all, he's only a kid. Who's gonna believe him?
You seem too willing to leave things to chance, Rolf. The point is, the kid saw and heard everything. Our names, the money, the whole deal. Rue was about ready to fall apart, and I need him to secure more documents. I'm not going to let some little punk fill up years of work and planning. I want the kid found, and I want him dead.
And if those men never had chased me there, I never would have met Jason. Really, Mary, it really did happen. The men in the cellar, the chase, Jason, everything. Really, Mary.
I knew something had happened to you, Trevor, when we couldn't find you. But to be chased by a couple of men, that...
You've got to believe me, Mary. Really. It really did happen. I don't know what was going on in that bakehouse, but whatever it was, they sure didn't want me to see them.
But what could they have been doing that was so secret?
I don't know. I think one guy was being paid off for delivering some papers. I don't remember what he looked like, but I remember his name. Rue. That's an odd name. Rue.
That's an odd story, Trevor.
Don't you believe me, Mary?
Well, I guess so. I can believe the part about the cellar, I guess. And the men chasing you. The man with the dark glasses. And this Mr. Rue. But honest, Trevor, to meet a real revolutionary soldier in the woods.
But he was real. He is real. His name is Jason Holbrook. He's like a well, he's a companion. Really. If you don't believe me, I'll call him. Jason, No, that won't work. You can't see him.
What?
You really, Mary, you really can't see him.
Oh, Trevor.
Only I can see him. But he is real, and I did talk to him.
And I hope you had a good time, young man. I sincerely hope you had a good time. You have thrown our program completely off schedule. We spent the entire afternoon hunting you down. You better have a good reason, young man. A very good reason.
Thank you.
find you still here, Dr. McFadden. It took me a while to speak with Trevor and calm him down.
Yes, I thought we should discuss this afternoon, you and I. Sit down, Catherine, please.
I assume Miss Lindquist gave you the details.
Yes, Clara. The essence of organization and efficiency. Clara told me all about this afternoon, noting every detail and every tick of the clock. You know, Catherine, we all have our particular strengths, and Clara...
I admire Miss Lindquist's experience. She's a fine teacher and a good friend. I can't say I always agree with her, though.
Well, Clara enjoys following a rigid schedule. Apparently, you have some problem adhering to the routine.
Trevor told us
that he was chased by two men, and that he met a revolutionary soldier.
Yes, that's what he told us. But he was so sincere. His shirt was soaked with perspiration. His story never varies, not even in the slightest.
Ghost, Catherine?
Yes. But he even corrected me when I called the soldier a ghost. He refers to him as a companion. He even has a name. Jason Holbrook.
Let me see. When Trevor first came here, it was an invisible dog, just like that comedian on television. And then it was those goldfish who tapped out Morse code on the side of their bowls. Then it was an older brother who went off on a polar expedition.
Yes, Connie, different. I've never known Trevor to be so sincere. He looked me right in the eye when he told me. He wanted me so desperately to believe.
In a ghost, Catherine?
Yes, and in two men who were chasing him, and two more who we saw in the basement of the bakehouse exchanging papers and money.
Sit down, Catherine. Sit down. What would you like me to do, Catherine?
Trevor has given up his recreation for the night. Right or wrong, you must pay for what happened this afternoon. But I really don't believe that Trevor would deliberately...
I agree, Catherine. Trevor has a very active imagination, but he's not a malicious boy.
I'd like to suggest one thing.
What's that?
I think we should call the police.
The police? But why?
If Trevor is telling the truth, he might still be in danger. Or whatever happened to Valley Forge should be reported.
But the police? We've never had the police here at Piedmont Academy before. The police? What would the board of directors say?
Maybe I am identifying with Trevor. Maybe Miss Lindquist is right. Maybe I'm not being objective. But maybe, just maybe, Trevor is telling the truth. We owe it to him, to the other children, to seek professional advice.
You really believe his story? The chase and the men?
You know I do.
All right, Catherine. I'll call the police in the morning. Trevor is safe and sound in his room tonight. I can't say that I share your faith in this boy, but just to be on the safe side, We'll consult the police in the morning.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. McFadden.
You know who this is. What's the latest word? But you still don't have him? You bet I'm nervous. No, I'm not calling from home. What? Except money won't buy me much in jail. Fine. Great. You know where you can reach me.
Charlie boy, here's this fella and warm up this ice.
You ought to lay off that stuff, Bubbles. You're getting as bad as raw.
Oh, Sylvie, I've only had 2 little drinks. Besides, you promised you'd take me out to dinner. When are we going out to eat? I'm starved.
Later, Bubbles, later. You want to become an actress. Actresses have to starve to stay pretty. That's all. Let him in.
You work too hard, Sylvie. Much too hard.
Well, took some doing, Mr. Steiner, but I finally identified the kid. Boy, it's hot in here. I could use a drink.
Not now. Who's the kid?
Yeah, okay, Mr. Steiner. Kid's name's Trevor. Trevor Norris. Funny name, Trevor. Ever heard anybody named Trevor before?
Cut the gap. Where does he live?
Yeah, okay. Sure, Mr. Steiner. This is this place called the Piedmont Academy. Nice place. Old, big brick building. Anyway, the kids who go there live there, too. Hi, Bubbles.
Hiya there, Phoebe boy. Have a little drink.
What else, Raw?
Nothing else, Mr. Steiner. I couldn't stay around too long. I'm afraid somebody gets suspicious.
How about cops? Did you see any cops?
No, no cops. There is one thing, though. This Trevor kid seems to be some kind of storyteller. Tell about us chasing him. Then he said he met up with a ghost. A real live Revolutionary War soldier. Can you beat that?
What are you talking about, Raw?
No kidding, Mr. Steiner. I listened real good. I heard more than one kid talking about it. He said he met up with a walking ghost. All the kids are laughing about it.
That could explain why there were no cops. Even at the park.
We're home clear, Mr. Steiner. There's nothing to worry about. Nobody's gonna believe that kid. Just like I said. Ain't that right, Charles?
That only buys us time. We've got to be sure that in a day or two, people don't stop laughing and start listening. I've got an idea. We'll be going out a little later on. I want to find out a little bit more about this nosy little kid.
Here's a chair. You can sit down. Thank you, Trevor. Dr. McFadden and I were having a long talk this afternoon, and she doesn't believe the story either. No, not at all. As a matter of fact, she's having the police sent here first thing tomorrow morning. She is? Really? Really. And then you can tell them exactly what happened.
Do you think they'll believe me, Miss Walton?
Just tell them the truth, Trevor. They'll believe the truth.
Do you believe me, Miss Walton?
I told you I do.
Even about my companion, Jason Holbrook?
Let me ask you this. Do you believe in your companion?
You know, Miss Walton, and I wouldn't tell this to anybody but you. So much has happened since we got back from Valley Forge. The kids, the teachers, the nurse, and everything.
It's been a long day.
Not only that, but I've been afraid to call Jason. The more I thought, the more I looked at the way people were looking at me. Maybe he wasn't there. I've been afraid to call him.
Now listen, Trevor. And I wouldn't tell this to anybody but you. When I was a little girl, I had a wonderful playmate. Her name was Johnny. We used to go out in the backyard, under the big tree, and play for hours. I was raised by my aunt, wonderful and kind, but she really didn't understand little girls, or little boys either. Life would have been pretty lonely for me if it hadn't been for Johnny. And she was real to me, Trevor. Very real. Even though no one but me could see her. And then before I could realize it, I couldn't see her either.
What happened to her, Miss Walton?
I guess I really didn't need her anymore, Trevor. I was growing up, going to school. I guess I didn't need Johnny anymore. Sad. I still remember her so well. Well, enough of this. If you're feeling better, you should be getting some sleep. Tomorrow's going to be a long day, and you should be getting some rest. Even though it's early, you could use the extra sleep. Good night, Trevor.
Good night, Miss Walton. And thanks.
Happy dreams.
I imagine you do.
You're here. You did come.
Of course, Trevor. Did you think I wouldn't?
I'm sorry, Jason. It's getting so I don't know what to do. Nobody will listen to except Miss Walton and Mary, I guess.
Not me, I suppose.
Jason, it would be so great if the others could see you, too. Then they'd listen to me. They'd have to believe me.
I'm sorry, Trevor. Don't you understand? They can't see me because I'm your companion.
But you said sometimes when it's real special, then other people can too.
That happens only rarely, Trevor. I'm afraid this doesn't count as a special occasion. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask. Say, Jason, we can still travel together, though, can't we?
Yes, of course. But you're not thinking of going anywhere now, are you? It's getting near sunset.
That's wrong, Jason. Come on, you're my companion. Let's go somewhere over here.
All right, lad. Where would you like to go? All right, Trevor. But only for a short visit. You know what Mr. Franklin said about early...
Right, Jason, right. Let's fly.
Very well.
Hold tight, lad. Here we go.
Say, I'm not dizzy like I was this afternoon.
You've become an experienced traveler, so to speak. It's good to sit down. You know, I've done a lot of traveling myself this afternoon.
No kidding, Jason. Where have you been?
Quite a number of places. I must admit, things have changed considerably.
Like what, Jason?
Just about everything. All the land's gone. You have cities everywhere. With the tallest buildings I've ever seen. Made of stone and brick and shiny metal. And so many horseless conveyances. All shapes and sizes and colors.
Haven't you ever seen a car or a bus before, Jason?
Certainly not.
Well, after all, they're way faster than horses.
There's no denying that. They move too fast. Here and there, this way and that. Faster and faster. And puffing all that smoke.
What was things like back where you came from, Jason?
Slower, lad. Much slower. Oh, we had our problems too, mind you. Valley Forge was a long, long winter. It was never the fighting I minded so much. It was the way the war divided people.
Like how, Jason?
They all seemed to be so close. I was born in this country, you know. And yet, as news of the king's indignities spread, there were some who just didn't see the need for an independent land. They were sure we couldn't win.
Were you ever afraid, Jason?
Many times, lad. Many times. But we find that fear is such a pointless thing. We would worry about the crops.
I'm worried that those men will be coming back. Those guys from Valley Forge.
I can't say I was too successful in finding out what that was all about. Finding trees and big buildings is pretty easy, but I'm not as efficient as I could be. I guess that's why I remained a private. Don't you worry. I can find you. I'll keep watch. Why? This is a pipe. Don't they still have pipes?
Sure, but that's a funny looking one.
Funny looking, eh? Bob, you know there's no finer pipe in all the colony. Oh, I've had this one for some time now.
Do you like the smoke, Jason?
Very relaxing, lad. Very relaxing.
Can I smoke some too?
Certainly not. Boys don't smoke pipes today, do they?
Well, not all, I mean...
I thought so. No, young man. A pipe is something a man smokes, not a boy. Why, if my father had caught me smoking a pipe when I was your age, he'd have blistered my britches, but good.
Was your father mean, Jason?
No, not mean. Somewhat strict, you might say. But he cared deeply. He believed in the maxim, spare the rod. He was understanding and gentle, too. Many's the fine fishing trip we took together. He cared deeply for all of us.
Did you have many brothers and sisters, Jason?
11 of them.
11? Wow, what a family.
Don't you have any brothers or sisters, Trevor?
No. No, it was just me.
You know what, Trevor? I was engaged to be married once, till the war broke out. Sweet young thing, too. She was a teacher in the primary school. She cooked plum puddings, roasts, and pies that would melt in your mouth. But I went to battle, and that was that.
Oh, do we have to leave already?
Indeed. You'll need your rest for tomorrow. Grab one.
I believe you've heard from everyone this afternoon, Inspector Stone, Miss Walton, Trevor Norris, Mary Richards.
I understood there was one other teacher who chaperoned the school trip.
Oh, good heavens, yes, Clara Lindquist. She'd never forgive me if I forgot her. Mrs. Jefferson, would you send a messenger down to Miss Lindquist's room and ask her to come to my office immediately? Thank you. You have to understand Trevor Norris, Sergeant Glenn. He's a fine boy, but he suffered quite an emotional shock, that's all. But he's perfectly normal.
I understand, Dr. McFadden. We're just trying to explore all avenues. You know, I have 2 children of my own. They're not quite as old as this boy, mind you, but they both have rather active imaginations.
That's nice. Then I'm sure you're familiar with the fact that the children sometimes make up stories or imagine friends just to keep themselves amused or pass the time. Trevor's just a little old for this kind of...
Then you think that this boy just imagined everything? That this whole adventure is just another one of his wild stories?
I'm not certain. Miss Walton believes that Trevor is telling the truth, at least as far as the men chasing him are concerned.
Yes, Dr. McFadden. How do you explain the appearance of the ghost?
The companion?
That's right, the companion. He was quite insistent about that name, too, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Well, as Miss Walton said, and I could accept her opinion, perhaps the chase and the whole business at the bakehouse did occur. It could be that Trevor fell and bumped his head and was knocked unconscious momentarily and dreamed the whole thing. That's possible. Yes, come in.
Mr. Hopkins is covering my class, Dr. McFadden. I heard the police had come. I'm a little shocked, Louise. You took this matter to such extremes.
Miss Lindquist, I'd like you to meet Inspector Stone and Sergeant Glenn.
Oh, I take it you're surprised the police were called in, Miss Lindquist.
I certainly am. Louise, do you really believe that boy?
I'm going out to talk to Mrs. Jefferson for a moment. Clara, you sit here. I've already told these men what I think. Now, you express your opinion.
I certainly will. Let me tell you, gentlemen, I don't believe a word of that boy's story. It's just another one of his constant bids for attention. Yesterday, we arrived at Valley Forge State Park and proceeded immediately to Washington Central. Well, the first thing I know, there's someone there.
What do you want me to do?
Become a pretty important guy. Telling these big stories, getting the cops off the Piedmont, and here's something else.
Talk to me later. I'll give you my autograph.
Now, let's talk now.
Yeah, Tree Boy Brian wants to talk now.
You let go of me. You little siracco, just fall off.
You close your mouth, Norris. I'm tired of some crazy guy thinking he's better than everybody else.
Tell him, Brian.
You let go of me right now, I'll bust you one. You're only good when you're of help. Right, Wayne?
Norris, you got a big mouth. I thought I had you put in line before, but I guess you don't learn too well.
Not from you, I don't.
We'll see how much you get this time.
Jason, I need you.
Jason, you need something, all right.
That's the ghost, Brian, you know.
Hey, hurry.
What's the matter with you, Charles?
I don't know. It's got a hold of me.
Knock it off, Taylor. Get over there.
Ron, did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it. Very funny. Now, come here.
Here, something knocked me down again. What's Nurse doing?
Nurse ain't doing nothing. What's the matter with you, stupid? Get over here.
Brian, I don't know what's going on, but something doesn't want me to move from here, and I'm just going to sit and cooperate.
What are you trying to pull, Taylor? Hey, what's going on? Something's got me.
Keep going, see?
Some kind of trick, Norris.
Keep going. Let's go. Looks like you guys are going to have cold. Thank you, Jason. Trevor. Why are they sitting like that? They're resting, Mary. They've had a busy afternoon. That's no answer. Anyway, I heard Dr. McFadden talking. Trevor, your uncle, he's coming tomorrow. Tomorrow? Just I told you. You'll know I overheard. Act surprised. But I'm sure that's what they said. But I thought my uncle was coming to get me in a couple weeks. I don't know. But Dr. McFadden and Miss Walton are waiting for you. The police just left. Come on.
Hey, Norris, wait, don't go. Oh, come on, wait up. Now what?
I don't know about you, John, but I'm not moving.
I don't know. This is something else again. You don't know what to believe.
Well, I do. This is the wildest goose chase we've ever been on. That kid made the whole story out just because he cut out from the rest of the class. It's as simple as that. Men exchanging documents, chasing them through Valley Forge, and the Revolutionary War soldier.
The companion. Well, I'll tell you. You're probably right. That's a real original story, though.
Yeah, but everybody said the kid has a real active imagination.
I guess. But let's just keep an eye out. When's the last time you were at Valley Forge?
You're not going to...
Oh, why not? We can mix business with history. I just don't want to write the kid off.
You're the boss.
Jason, I need you.
Going on a holiday?
Boy, am I glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you, Trevor. What's been happening? I haven't heard from you all day.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to call you. Boy, did I want to. The people have been around all day. Class this morning, the police this afternoon, and then... And then I have some packing to do. I wanted to be alone for a while. All alone.
It would seem something important is taking place.
My uncle called today, Jason. He's coming to take me to live with him.
Doesn't that please you?
Not really. My uncle left from some sort of special government work when I was real little. I don't even remember what he looks like. He was coming to get me in a couple of weeks. That's the way things were planned. Today, he just up and calls Dr. McFadden and says it'll be here tomorrow morning.
Don't you think your uncle will provide a good home for you?
I'm not sure. I'm a little scared. Maybe he won't like me. Maybe we just won't hit off. I sure don't want to live with people who don't care about me. And Uncle, I don't even remember.
Trevor, don't be so certain that you and your uncle won't enjoy each other's company. After all, look at us. We've only known each other a few days and we're like a couple of old soldiers.
You'll be there too, won't you, Jason? I can always count on you, can't I? You won't disappear for good, will you?
Trevor, I can only make you the same promise I made you before. I will stay as long as I am needed and no longer. The time will come, you'll see for yourself, when you won't have any use for a companion. All things will have worked themselves to a happy conclusion.
Jason, I'll always need you. I just know I will. You don't know how things were for the last 8 months. People try to help, and they mean well. This woman's great. She understands. She really cares. But when you're all alone, even with the teachers and kids and everyone, you can still be alone. You need someone special. Someone who'll look after you. When I was little, sometimes at night I would have bad dreams. You know, nightmares. Well, I would get out of bed and go to my dad. He'd put me on his lap and talk to me. And then he and Mom would take me back to my room and wait till I was asleep. No matter what happened, everything was all right. But don't you see? Now you're the only one I have. If you go, I won't have anyone. You can't leave me, Jason. Please don't ever leave me.
Seem to be in order. You have identified yourself as Matthew Norris, Trevor's uncle. You know, it would have made things a great deal easier if we'd had a photograph of you, but there was none available.
Well, the nature of my work with the government made photographs a small luxury neither I nor my wife could afford. The risks were too great.
I take it you're no longer in that line of work.
That's correct, Dr. McFadden. I'm no longer employed by the government, but I have an excellent job with a private firm. We'll be able to provide Trevor with a good home.
I had no idea that you were married, Mr. Norris. Our file on Trevor didn't mention that. Well, we're sort of newlyweds, you might say.
What my wife means is we've only been married a couple of months while I was away on an assignment. But we both want a family very much. We'll take care of Trevor as if he was our own son.
Sure we will. I just love little children. That's nice. Trevor's a fine boy. We've all grown very fond of him while he's been with us. He has an active imagination, like many children. He needs the security of love.
Dr. McFadden. You have no idea what a great shock it was to learn of my brother's and his wife's death in that accident. Bud and I were never close, and we hadn't seen each other in several years, as you know. But we were still kin. I'd like to make it up to Trevor, if I can. Bud and his wife are gone. And maybe I can make it up to their son.
Yes, it must have been a terrible shock to Trevor to have lost his parents so suddenly and be almost left without a family. But yours is a wonderful attitude, Mr. Norris. Let us see your nephew now. Come in.
I was giving Trevor a hand with some last-minute packing, and I thought I'd walk in here.
I'm glad you did, Catherine. Mr. Norris, this is Miss Walton, one of our teachers. Miss Walton has had Trevor in several of her classes this year. She's worked quite closely with him.
How do you do, Miss Walton? We appreciate your interest in our nephew.
And this, of course, is Trevor.
I guess you don't remember me, Trevor. I'm your Uncle Matt.
How do you do, sir?
And this is your Aunt Betty.
Hi, Trevor. Gee, you're cute, Matt.
I'm sorry it took so long for us to get here, Trevor. But I'm quite sure you'll enjoy living with us.
Yes, sir. Of course you will, Trevor. Trevor's just a little shy about meeting new people. But don't worry, Mr. Norris. I'm sure he'll loosen up. Now, why don't we all...
If you don't mind, Dr. McFadden, I'd like to keep moving. We just got in last night and we haven't really settled anywhere yet. We'd like to take Trevor back to the hotel to get to know him as a family.
Well, of course, it's entirely up to you. I thought...
You realize, Dr. McFadden, that we'd like to spend some time with Trevor. We've got a lot of nice things planned for you, Trevor. Your old Uncle Matt and your Aunt Betty are going to show you some great times for the next few days before we move into our new home.
Will you come and visit me, Miss Walton, real soon?
Of course, Trevor. Just as soon as your aunt and uncle find it convenient. You'll be having a wonderful time for the next few days. Your Uncle Matt sounds like he has some great times planned for you. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy them.
You come and visit me, Miss Walton. And if you can't, then I'll come back here and see you.
Your aunt and uncle?
I'll come back and see you. Goodbye, Miss Walton. And thanks for everything. I'm ready.
Well, I see we have a boy with a lot of get up and go. Dr. McFadden, thanks for everything. Miss Walton, we appreciate your kindness. We've got a lot of fun lined up for you, Trevor. You wait and see. You'll have a ball. We'll settle your things in here, Trevor, while Aunt Betty's getting us a couple sodas. 2 rooms here, one for you. We'll be living here until we get our new home. Well, everything's settled in there, Trevor. Would you like to watch some television? You have any special shows?
No, thanks. What's it then?
Right, just thought you might like to watch some television. Maybe after a while. I think I'll rest a bit. It's been a pretty busy morning. We'll be going to the hamburger place down the block for lunch. Do you like hamburgers, Trevor?
Yeah, they're okay. Tell me something, Uncle Matt. Did you and my dad get along when you were kids?
We got along as well as most brothers, I guess.
Dad always said that you were pretty close. But as you grew up, you grew apart.
That's right, Trevor. Things like that happen sometimes.
Did you know my mom real well?
Not too well, no.
But I thought you all went to high school together.
That's true, Trevor, that's true. But remember, your father married your mother. He went with her in high school, and he knew her much better than I. This isn't that easy for us, is it, Trevor? It's been so many years. And I know you don't remember me. But I will really take good care of you.
I guess you're right, Uncle Matt. This is sort of tough. But I enjoy remembering things about my mom and dad. It'll be funny to have someone around that you know remembers them too.
I'm sure it will. And it'll be nice to have someone to remember Bud, too.
Did you call my dad Bud?
Why? Why, of course, that was his nickname.
But I thought you didn't like the name Bud. You always called him CJ in all of your letters.
Oh, that was just to tease him. You know, CJ sounds much more impressive than Bud.
You were a government agent, weren't you? Uncle Matt.
That's right, Trevor. But you know I can't discuss any of that. Even though I'm not with the department anymore, I still must keep many secrets.
You know, Uncle Matt, strange. But all morning long, I sort of thought I remembered you. Even though I was just a little kid when you left. But on the ride over here, I couldn't help
Remembering. I just remembered I have something for you. I almost forgot to give it to you. It's back there in my suitcase. I'll go get it.
Do you still have all your medals, Uncle Matt?
Medals?
See, I never stopped telling you about all the medals you won before. He said you were the bravest soldier.
Medals? Well, I can't remember whether Aunt Betty passed them or not. I think we've left something. we were going to keep the kid. So he couldn't upset the deal.
You thought wrong. I don't take any chances.
But good heavens, he's only a kid. You can't be serious.
When it comes to protecting my investments, Mr. Rue, I'm always serious.
But it's murder, Steiner. It's worse than that. He's only a boy.
Let me remind you of something, Mr. Rue. With your engineering degrees and your padded expense account, nobody forced you into this. You came along on your own free will. You've made plenty from our arrangement, and you've always carried the money away with a smile. So don't start the bleeding heart routine. You're no better than the rest of us. You know where the money comes from. This little boy with a finger on all of us. That's not going to happen, Mr. Reed. Like it or not, that's not going to happen.
But listen, Steiner.
Go back inside and get Bubbles, dude. Get those suitcases and get out of here. Now.
Here's a little kid, Mr. Steiner. He kept trying to call out for somebody, so I taped up his big mouth.
Good work, Pierce. You stay here and guard the kid. Well, you bring back one car for Pierce. And get the other one and meet me out front. Then we'll take off.
Whatever you say, Mr. Steiner.
Pierce, take him far away. Make it nice and clean. And make sure it's a long time before anyone finds the body.
Don't worry, Mr. Steiner. I'll take care of everything. Hold still, kid. You've been playing with your friends out at Valley Forge whether this would have happened. Charlie, where's the kid? Whoa! I'm gonna crummy loud. He tried to double-cross Steiner. You put him in a car. I'll get the kid.
I was coming to that. I told Miss Walton what had happened, and she went directly to the hospital. When the doctor said that it was only a bad bump, and that Trevor could be released, Miss Walton signed the medical release papers and brought Trevor back here.
She did what? You know that Miss Walton doesn't have the authority.
What would you have her do? Walk away and leave the boy alone again? I couldn't locate his uncle. The child has been through all sorts of emotional...
Yes, Dr. McFadden. This poor boy has had another emotional setback. This little darling keeps inventing one preposterous story after another. This little... Slow down, Bob. This is ridiculous. This kid has half the city jumping through all sorts of hoops. And these...
All right. Now settle down. You have to understand, Dr. McFadden.
Quite frankly, Inspector Stone, I don't understand. Sergeant Glenn's attitude leaves quite a
You see,
bit.
Dr. McFadden, we tried to follow the Norris boy story all the way back to Valley Forge. We've spent better than a day trying to support its claim, but we've come up with nothing.
Nothing at all?
No, not a single thing to back up the whole wild adventure. Of course, we may yet come up with something tangible, but the chances are pretty slim.
I appreciate what you men have done. I really do. I simply don't know what to think. Trevor hasn't said a word about his aunt or uncle since he got back from the hospital.
He hasn't explained why he was alone? Or how come he wasn't with his family?
Not a thing.
How about Miss Walton? He likes her a great deal. Didn't you talk to her at all?
No, not yet at least. She brought Trevor directly to his room the minute they came back from the hospital. We're supposed to take the entire school into town this evening to see a play. I simply don't know. Come in. How is he, Catherine? Has he said anything?
He's fine, except for that bump on his head and a few bruises on his body and wrist. He hasn't said a word about this afternoon. He simply won't discuss his aunt and uncle.
Would you care to sit down, Miss Walton?
No, thank you. I'm not tired. In fact, I feel better standing.
Do you think we could talk to Trevor now?
Must you?
Well, this business about his aunt and uncle...
I know if he won't speak to me about it, he certainly won't confide in you men. Maybe tomorrow after a good night's rest.
Shouldn't he be spending the night with his family, Miss Walton?
Would you like to find them, Sergeant Glenn?
You realize that in signing those
I
medical...
realize, Sergeant Glenn, that Trevor Norris was not going to spend the night in the hospital waiting for two delinquent adults to claim him.
The boy is technically...
Wait. We're all interested in what's best for the boy. It certainly won't do any harm to let him spend the night here. We'll come back and talk to him tomorrow, Miss Walton. You have to understand that under the circumstances, Trevor cannot stay here permanently. Now, don't worry. If we can't find his aunt and uncle, we'll all cooperate in making the best arrangements possible.
Jason, I need you. That Roman, whatever his name was, he came through for me. He saved my life. Probably gave his...
Trevor, lad. Tell me what happened.
Don't give me that Trevor lad business. Where the heck were you? I thought you were supposed to be my companion.
I am your companion.
Well, then why didn't you help me out this afternoon? Those guys were trying to kill me. For real.
You know how to reach me, Trevor. Just close your eyes.
Yeah, I'll do that. I almost closed my eyes for good today, Jason. For good. Where the heck were you? Couldn't you see I needed you? Weren't you nearby? I thought you cared. I thought you really cared.
I do care, Trevor. You know that. But I'm your companion. I can only come when you call.
Jason, listen. I haven't told anybody. Not even Miss Walton. I haven't told anybody about what happened this afternoon. I'm not going to have people laughing at me or calling me a liar any longer. But I told you because I felt that... Take me away from here, Jason.
Take you away?
That's right. Any place. Far away. And then it'll be just you and me, right? A couple of old soldiers. And I'll call Jason, I need you all day long. So we'll always be together. Forever.
Forever. Even if we did go away, it wouldn't be forever. It couldn't be forever. You know that.
Why not, Jason?
Because I'm your companion, nothing more. I can stay with you only until your problems are solved, no longer.
But my problems just seem to be getting bigger. What makes you think they'll ever be solved? Those guys aren't going to give up, you know.
We can work it out together, lad, as long as I...
Forget it, Jason. Forget it.
What?
I said forget it. 8 months ago I was made an orphan. I've got an uncle somewhere thousands of miles away, but the government's keeping him busy. A crook who pretended to be my uncle, then probably got shot trying to help me. The teacher will probably get fired because she's always sticking up for me. And a companion named Jason, who tells me I'm his play one day, and the next day it's all sorts of rules and regulations.
Please, Trevor, don't feel that way. You know I want to help. You certainly know what I think of you.
You're no friend of mine, Jason. Go on back where you came from. I don't need you.
Trevor, please.
I don't need you. Go on back. I don't need you or anybody. Not my uncle or Miss Walton or those 2 cops or you. Do you hear me, Jason? Are you still here? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. If you want to come back and whack me a good one, I deserve it. It's just that I don't want to be alone anymore. Jason, I need you. I know you're here. I know you hear me. Please be here, Jason. Jason, I need you. We won't be long. Lock the doors after me.
Give them a couple of minutes to clear out. Then we'll move in.
Well, nuggets are buzzing around. Let's go see if our friend is feeling any better. Maybe he'd like something to eat.
Pizza's Trevor's favorite food. Mine, too. Oh.
Here. Thanks.
R&I make him as Donald Drew, engineer for some electronics outfit. Anyhow, in the guy's pocket are some shreds of a photocopy. Turn out to be Piedmont Academy's file on Trevor Norris.
Something's been bothering me about this simple case. Come on, let's go.
Where?
Piedmont Academy.
You could watch television or play cards or something.
But Miss Walton's going to order a pizza. Thanks. I'm not hungry. Well, gee, I am. And we can't eat one of those pizzas. Just Miss Walton and I. If you don't come down, we can't order one. Lots of cheese and mushrooms. That's what I like. Cheese and mushrooms.
Quickly, kill the boat.
I can't go, Mr. Steiner. I can't kill a kid.
I said let them have it.
I just can't kill a kid. What? Can't kill a kid.
That's too bad for you, isn't it? Don't move, Trevor. Poetic justice, I suppose. I've never known anyone with as much luck as you, Kate.
Put away your gun, Mr. Steiner.
Hey, you!
Of course it is, Trevor.
Who the devil are you? How did you get here?
Never mind that now, Mr. Steiner. Just holster your weapon.
Whoever you are, or whatever you are in that get-up of yours, you should have gotten involved in this.
You received my warning, and you ignored it.
scary for words.
Well, it's all over now, Trevor. You'll never have to worry about those many...
I'm sorry, Jason. Those lousy things I said before. I really didn't mean any of them.
It's forgotten, lad. Don't think of it again.
But how can I forget? Reggie, please, forget about what I said. I didn't mean anything.
Listen to me, Trevor. You've had a great many problems on your shoulders. Too many for a boy your age. Trevor, your time is in the future, not in the past. The day will come when you're a man. You'll hold your children on your knee and tell them of our adventures. But you'll find that as the years go by, they become harder and harder to remember.
That seems to settle the matter. And I must thank the government for sending such excellent documentation. This time, you understand, we had to be absolutely certain that you were really Trevor's uncle. Well, I have a great deal of work in my office. Catherine, I think you should introduce Trevor to his uncle. After all, you're the one that the boy really adores. It was a pleasure to have met you, Mr. Norris.
Stay around, Trevor. Stay, Trevor. You're getting harder and harder to find. But this time it's for real. I guarantee it. Trevor, I'd like you to meet your Uncle Matt.
I understand you've been through quite an ordeal recently, Trevor. I'd like to be your friend.
You're my Uncle Matt?
I am indeed. The real McCoy, Matthew H. Norris.
This is my real uncle, Miss Walton?
There's no mistake. This is the real Matthew H. Norris.
Well, I'm sure you're CJ's son, all right. He had the most confounded way of questioning you, almost to death. I used to say to him, you should be the government agent, not me.
You even wrote that in one of your letters. I remember.
Say, listen, Trevor, I know how you feel. It's not so easy for me either. I loved your dad and mom, too, and now I'd like to take care of you. We've got quite a bit of time to make up for, Trevor. Well, I'm home now. Home to stay. And for what I'm worth, I'm your full-time uncle now. I'd like to offer my hand on that again. Is it a deal?
It's a deal.
There we are.
Let me ask you one more thing, Uncle Matt. What does the H stand for? What's your middle name?
Matthew Holbrook Norris. Proudly serving in his brother's interest as full-time uncle to one Trevor Norris. And now, Miss Walton, I believe the two Norris gentlemen are to have the honor of your presence at luncheon.
Thank you, kind sir.
If you please, Miss Walton. Trevor, the lady's other arm. Let's show her the Norris charm. How long have you been a teacher, Miss